Hi, my name is Caitlin Didier, and today I'll be showing you how to build a molecule using the simulation. First, I'll make water. And as you can see, the box over here will light up when you make the molecule. And it tells you the name of the molecule on the top, and it gives you this 3D option. You can also look at a ball and stick view where it'll show you the bonding, whether it's single, double, or triple bond. So then you drag the molecule over in the designated box and you go on to the next kit. As you can see, you can't just place the atom anywhere on the screen. You have to have a basic knowledge of where that atom has to go. And it has to go somewhat close to it. As you can see, it kind of will attract to it, even if it's not directly on side of it. And you can look at the 3D image of this and see that it's double bonded together. As you can see here, it goes from carbon monoxide with just one oxygen to carbon dioxide when you add the second oxygen. So I like that feature of the simulation. And the last one in this collection is nitrogen. And by looking at the 3D ball and stick view, you can see that it's triple bonded together. And when you're done with this, you can go on to the second collection, which has a whole different set of molecules, and they're different every time. Usually they get a little bit bigger, a little bit tougher sometimes, and they have all the different kits down here for you to make those molecules. And in the next tab, you can collect multiple molecules. They give you a goal up here, such as 2 oxygen or 4 hydrogen, and the kits down here to complete those. And I just want to note that they have a size ratio difference between hydrogen and oxygen, or hydrogen and nitrogen even. And that's important because hydrogen is much smaller than any other atom, but even when we get to the bigger atoms, I'll show you in a second, they show that size ratio. So that's important, and I like that the simulation does that. So here, as you can see, Cl is bigger than carbon, and it's much bigger than hydrogen. And in this part of the simulation, you can just do whatever you want, make whatever molecules you want, however big you want, and they give you several kits down here. I've already made chloromethane, and you can look at the 3D image of that in both the space filling and the ball and stick. And in the second kit, they have all of these you can play around with, and they give you different atoms every time. Silicon, you can see, is a lot bigger than hydrogen, even bigger than carbon, and even bigger than boron. And you can just play around and make all kinds of things with all of these atoms. And as you can see here, if something is not meant to be bonded together, it will not bond to it, and that's another awesome feature of this simulation. See, it will not bond to it. And if you click that, it will all scatter away if you just want to start over. But moving on to the next kit, I've already made some. As you can see here, these are some pretty big molecules. And looking at the 3D image, you can see they kind of get distorted. You can't really make out the bonds as well as some of the previous ones because the molecules are so big. And we'll see the same thing here. Well, actually, in the ball and stick view, it is really good, but the space filling, it's not as great. ball and stick view is a much better view. And here's another one. This view is very good as well. But overall, the simulation does a pretty good job showing the bonding, and it gives you a good visualization, and the size ratio and the symmetry.